Welcome along to your Saturday evening here as we get ready for rounds of rainfall. Meteorologist Richard Nunn with your Weather Authority update. What has been mist and drizzle and areas of light rain will continue to ramp up here in the overnight hours. And let me show you the areas that we're watching for the storm threat. Now, while we'll all see the rain coming through, we've got a pretty narrow sliver here. Kind of cuts through Jacksonville, parts of Alachua County, and southward, and we'll move the line just to the north of that. So parts of southern Columbia County, Union, Bradford, in that area right there is where we'll see some wildly switching winds going from a really hard onshore flow to offshore as the low pressure area that is well to our south continues to develop. Let me bring that up here for you. I'll show you what we're talking about with that low. This is what we're watching, and if this was November, folks, this would have some sort of name or a number to it because it is deepening, it's strengthening, and you can see from all of the little white circles, these are where we've had some wind reports. So we'll select one up near, it looks like maybe Brevard County, Walton, Florida. So that's got a non-thunderstorm wind that was still upwards of 36 knot, 42 miles per hour. Same thing as you continue northward. There's one at Port Canaveral with winds up to about 40 miles an hour. So the point of all this is the coastal zones, that sliver that I just showed you in our coastal zones, will bear the brunt of what will be really strong wind and the potential for the storm. So locally heavy rain coming through. Overnight hours is the worst part here. This is happening during the dark hours with the wind coming, the howling wind, maybe cracking limbs, things like that. The potential for some flooding, and yes, there will be a tornadic risk. Currently, our area around 2%, but it's as much as 5% for areas of St. Johns County moving southward, southern St. Johns, Flagler, and then into central Florida. The other big part of the story, flooding rain, 3 to 5 inches coming through on average, with some areas that could exceed 6 inches, and all the while the hammering wind. Watch as the wind load starts to switch direction here. It's just getting ready to happen. This is early Sunday morning. Notice that it's kind of coming together over toward the Gulf Coast, just around the Cedar Key. There's where it starts to turn. Now we've got the switching wind, and here's the potential for what could develop as some tornadic activity. The extended part of the forecast, looking ahead to Sunday, we wake up to the widespread rainfall, but here's the best news. If you're heading out to the game or tailgating, drying conditions coming in after the lunch hour, and it looks like the rain will be all but done by about 3 to 4 o'clock on Sunday, with what will be some chilly conditions to follow as we get you ready for the work week. Keep those blankets handy. We're going to need them for you, those pets, and the plants as we see what could be some freezing conditions early next week. Meteorologist Richard Nunn with your Weather Authority update. It is a Weather Authority alert day. We'll continue to update these videos as needed.